Hello learners, welcome back to Learn with Rahim. In today's video, we are going to master adjectives. So in this video, you are going to learn what is an adjective, and after that, we are going to discuss what are the different types of adjective with their examples. Let's get started. Let's see what is an adjective. So see here definition. An adjective is a word that describes or modifies a noun or pronoun. From this you should understand adjective is a word and it modifies noun or pronoun. Okay, so in one word it is a describing word. Okay, if anyone is asking you what is an adjective in one word, what should you answer? It is a describing word. Okay, so few examples are here. See these examples: big, small, huge, tall, short, wide. One more thing I want to tell you that whenever we are using any adjective, we use adjective before a noun. Okay, so in upcoming time you will see that I will tell you everything. So now let's see the different types of adjectives. Now see types of adjectives. First, adjectives of quality, or you can say quality adjectives. Second, adjectives of quantity, or you can say quantity adjectives. Third one is number adjectives. Fourth one is demonstrative adjectives. Fifth one is interrogative adjectives. Sixth one is possessive adjectives. Seventh one is distributive adjectives. Eighth one is present participle adjectives. Last one is past participle adjectives. Now we are going to master all these adjectives. Okay. So first type is adjectives of quality. Now see the definition. These adjectives describes the quality or nature of a person, place or thing. Okay, instead of these three words you can say nouns. Okay, so these adjectives describe the quality of nouns. Okay, now see here example adjectives here: beautiful, lazy, wonderful, king. So here few more examples are there, you can read that. So these are the adjectives which are telling about quality of a noun. Okay, this is what you should understand. And one more thing I told you before, every adjective usually comes before a noun. So here a few examples I have taken. First sentence example, see here: she wore a beautiful dress. Here dress is a noun, right? And just before that we got one adjective, that is beautiful, and it is telling the quality of the dress. That is why this is the quality adjective. Okay, after that second example, the tall man entered the room. Here man is noun and just before that we got tall adjective, right? And it is telling the quality. Okay, means how is that man? He is tall, right? So here tall is quality adjective. In the last sentence if you see, that was a delicious meal. Here meal is a noun and just before that we got a adjective, and that is a quality adjective. Okay, because it is telling about the quality of that meal. In short, if you want to remember, you can just remember like this: the adjectives which tells about or which describes the quality of any noun. Okay, these adjectives are quality adjectives, or you can say adjectives of quality. Okay, now let's see the next type. So second type of adjective is adjectives of quantity. Okay, or you can say quantity adjective. Okay, so these adjectives show how much of something is meant. So usually it comes before uncountable nouns. So in our first video we have seen countable and uncountable nouns. Okay, so uncountable nouns means which we can't count. Okay, by numbers, like water is there, gold is there, milk is there. So we can't count these things by number, right? So these are the uncountable nouns. So whenever we have to say about quantity, about these nouns, we use adjectives of quantity. So here some examples are there: some, little, much, less, enough. So like this many examples are there. So I have given you few examples. So in sentence how we use this, see in first sentence, there is some milk in the fridge. Here milk is uncountable noun, and just before that we got one adjective, that is some, because it is giving extra information about milk, right? And milk is uncountable, and some is telling about quantity, how much that milk is. Okay, so in definition, if you can see now, shows how much. Okay, now here how much milk is there? There is some milk. Okay, so see the second example. He drank little water. If you ask question how much water he drank, so what is the answer? He drank little water. So here these adjectives answer how much quantity is. So how you can remember this? So these adjectives shows how much of something, and these adjectives come before uncountable noun. Okay, this is how you can remember this. Now let's see another type. Now third type is number adjectives. See the definition. These adjectives tell us how many are in what order. So in simple words I will tell you. So these adjectives are the numbers or orders. Orders means first, second, third, like this. Okay, and these adjectives come before countable noun. Okay, now see the some examples of adjectives. One, two, many, few, several, first. Now these all adjectives we use before countable nouns. Okay, now see the sentences. First sentence is he has two sisters. Now sisters is a noun, it is countable noun, right? That is why it is in plural form. So here just before that we got a number, that is 2. So this 2 is here number adjective, right? In second sentence, I bought 5 books. So here 5 is number adjective. In the last sentence, there are many people at the party. So here people is noun, right? And just before that we got many adjective. So this is number adjective. So what you have to remember here is all the numbers and all the orders like first, second, and words which shows few, several, and which comes before countable noun are the number adjectives. Okay, now let's see the next type of adjective. Now fourth type is demonstrative adjectives. See the definition. Demonstrative adjectives point out specific person or thing and always placed before noun. Now what you have to remember here, these adjectives come before the noun. Okay, this is what you should remember, because these words describe the noun or pronoun, right? So in the majority cases they come before a noun. Okay, now see what are the demonstrative adjectives. This, that, these, those. If you have seen my previous video, in that I explained demonstrative pronouns, so same words were there. Now you will ask me, how sir? In demonstrative adjectives also same words are there, and in demonstrative pronouns same words are there. How it is possible? Now it depends on the sentence how they are coming. Okay, now I will explain you with the examples. See first sentence. This chair is uncomfortable. Okay, now in this sentence this is demonstrative adjective because this is before a noun. Chair is noun, right? So before that we use demonstrative word, that is this. So this becomes adjective. So I am telling repeatedly, whenever we are using this descriptive word before noun, they become adjective. Okay, now this is adjective here and it is demonstrative adjective. See the next sentence. I don't like those shoes. Here shoes is noun and just before that we got demonstrative word those. So here those is demonstrative adjective. Okay, in the last sentence, that book is mine. Here book is noun and just before that we got that demonstrative word, right? Even that is demonstrative adjective. Now if you see the difference between demonstrative adjective and demonstrative pronoun, so if I am taking one example of demonstrative pronoun, it will be like this. This is chair. This is chair. So here this is not coming before the noun. Is not noun, right? It is verb. Whenever this is not come before noun, so it becomes pronoun. And if this is coming before a noun, it becomes adjective. This is how you have to remember. Okay. Now let's see the next type. Fifth type is interrogative adjectives. So these adjectives used to ask questions about a noun. Okay, and always followed by a noun, means it always comes before a noun. Okay, so what are these adjectives? Which, what, and those. Okay, These are the interrogative adjectives. And one more thing you have to remember, that these adjectives always come before a noun. Okay, so a few examples are here. First example, which pen is yours? So here pen is a noun, right? I have underlined whatever nouns are there. So here pen is noun, right? And just before that we got interrogative word, that is which. So this is interrogative adjective, right? So see the second sentence, what color do you prefer? Here what is interrogative adjective and color is noun. See the last sentence, whose jacket is this? Here jacket is noun and just before that we got wh word, that is whose. So here it is also interrogative adjective. So it is very simple to remember, whenever any interrogative word is coming before a noun, it becomes interrogative adjective. Okay, this is how you have to remember. Even we have seen interrogative pronouns, but in the interrogative pronouns this wh word, or you can say interrogative word, doesn't come before a noun. Okay, that is the difference. Now let's see the next type. So sixth type is possessive adjective. Now let's see the definition. These adjectives show possession, belonging or ownership. Now you can focus on ownership here. I will explain why. Okay, few first see the adjectives my, her, its, their, his, your. So these are not pronouns. Okay, these are the possessive adjectives. Okay, I will show you one chart. With the help of that chart I will explain you. First see the examples. First example, my car is parked outside. Now here car is noun, right? And just before that we got my. So here we are telling my car. My car means you are showing ownership here. Okay, you are telling my car. If you are telling only car, there is no ownership. But when you are telling my car, it is showing ownership. So whenever any adjective is showing ownership, so it is possessive adjective. Okay, now see the second example. Her phone is on the table. Now here I am not just telling phone is on the table, I am telling her phone. So here we are showing the possessiveness, here we are showing the ownership. So it is also possessive adjective. Now see the last example, their house is big. Their house is very big. Here their house means we are showing the ownership again. Okay, that is the reason there is possessive adjective. And here house is noun and we got there before a noun. So it is possessive adjective. So how you will remember this adjective? The adjectives which shows ownership and come before a noun. Okay, this is how you have to remember. Now let's see the next type. So seventh type is distributive adjectives. These adjectives refer to individual atoms or persons in a group. So in easy explanation I will tell you. So whenever there is one group, but whenever we show the individuality in that group, okay, so it comes in the distributive adjectives. Now see the words in that, each, every, either, neither. So like these words we use to show distributive adjectives. See in your class there will be more than 50 students, right? But when I say everyone, so I am referring to all the group of your class, right? But I am showing the individuality in that. So these words comes in the distributive because here we are showing the individuality. Okay. Now see the sentences. Each student must submit their homework. Now whenever I am telling each student, means I am telling to all the class, but I am showing the individuality here. Okay. So here each is distributive adjective. Now see the second sentence. Every person should wear a mask. Here every means what? Distributive adjective. Okay. Last one is either option is fine with me. Here either is distributive adjective. Okay. So it is easy to remember. Whenever we are using any adjective to show the individuality in a group, that is the distributive adjective. Okay. Now let's see the next type. Now eighth type is present participle adjectives. These adjectives are formed from verbs ending with ing and always followed by noun. So what you have to remember here, so you know verbs, right? And every verb has four forms. So last form is ing form, like reading, writing, which ends with ing. Okay, whenever this fourth form of verb comes before a noun, it becomes present participle adjective. Okay, so this is how you can remember. We say present participle form of verb to the fourth form of verb. Okay, so if you remember like this, it is very easy. Whenever any ing form of verb is coming before a noun, it becomes present participle adjective. Okay, now see here few examples I have written: interesting, boring, shocking, confusing. These all are the ing forms of verb. Okay, now see the examples. It was an interesting story. Now here story is noun, and just before that we got the ing form of verb, that is interesting. So here it is not verb, it is present participle adjective. Okay, now see the second sentence. We watched a boring lecture. Here lecture is noun, and just before that we got the ing form of verb, that is boring, right? So this is also present participle adjective. Okay, now see the last example. She gave a confusing explanation. Here explanation is noun, and just before that we got ing form of verb, that is confusing. So this is also present participle adjective. Okay, it's very easy, you must have understood. Now let's see the next type. Now last type is past participle adjective. Okay, so it is similar like present participle adjective. Even past participle is the form of verb, it is the third form of verb. So here in definition you can see these adjectives formed from past participle form, means third form of verb, and followed by a noun. So here one thing is constant, that is followed by noun. Here whenever third form of verb come before a noun, it becomes past participle adjective. Okay, see the examples: tired, confused, broken, worried. These all are the third form of verb. Okay, now see the examples. He sat on a broken chair. Here chair is noun, and before that we got the third form of verb, that is broken. So here broken is past participle adjective. Okay, now see the second sentence. She had a worried expression. Expression is a noun, right? And before that we got third form of verb, that is worried. So here worried is past participle adjective. Now see the last example. They rescued an injured animal. Here injured is past participle adjective, just because it is before a noun. Okay, so this is how you can remember. Whenever third form is coming before a noun, it becomes past participle adjective, and whenever ing form of verb is coming before a noun, it becomes present participle adjective, right? This is how you can remember easily. So this is all about adjectives. If you don't understand anything in these adjectives, please comment it down so I can understand and I can explain it in better way. So thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe my channel to see upcoming videos related to the parts of speech. So thank you.